How does ECU set idle engine round? When stamping on the gas pedal is released, then the engine speed will be low. The idle rotation of the engine is set by the engine idle circuit, so the engine can work at the lowest possible rotation without causing the engine to die. The idle rotation of the engine is usually set between 500 to 900 RPM. The ECU performs a complex calculation process based on inputs from various sensors that monitor the sharing of machine working conditions. How do I set the engine idle rotation? The idle rotation of the old conventional cars can be tuned easily, unlike modern cars now where the idle twist is not manually tuned. The idle rotation for modern cars is fully controlled by ECUs based on inputs from various sensors. Manual setting is not possible, and how to check for damage is also a bit more complicated. On a machine still using the carburetor, it still has a mechanism to set the engine's idle rotation. By turning the adjusting screw, the idle rotation can be raised and lowered. In the EFI system, manual rotation settings have been eliminated. ECU is a component that serves to set the engine speed that has been using EFI technology. Manually removal of idle rotation due to several factors and reasons. The EFI system measures the amount of intake air entering the intake manifold precisely. After knowing the amount of air entering, then the ECU can determine the amount of fuel to be supplied to obtain an air-fuel ratio appropriate to the engine's working level. The carburetor system adjusts the air and fuel ratio manually by using the jet. When air flows through the venturi, the air will suck the fuel according to the diameter of the jet. The more air that flows through the carburetor, the more gasoline is sucked and the engine rotation will increase. In this system, when the throttle valve is opened wider, then the engine speed will also increase because the fuel is sucked also more and more. How does ECU set idle engine round? Initially, injection system using idle air control valve or IAC valve component to keep the engine can rotate idle. IAC valve, each car brand have different design form, but all have same working principle. General Motors, for example, uses an IAC valve in the form of a stepper motor that rotates the thread valve forward or backward to increase or decrease the air intake path during idle, so that it can adjust the idle rotation to the appropriate level.